my game is going well this time. Since I'm not in the Unreal Engine right now because I'm doing it from the beginning, I decided to do it from the GDevelop. So that way, from GDevelop, we go from the Unreal Engine. So like from the beginning, we go to the new, from the new to the beyond. So how this is gonna work? First, we're gonna enter GDevelop, and we're gonna make the game from GDevelop. But when I'm done with GDevelop, I'll move into the Unreal Engine where I'll make it in 3D. A great plan. It's wait. Unreal is waiting for me to return back, and I will return back. Just to let you know, I will come back. The thing is, I have to make the game from 2D. That way, it will be more open for people to say, "Oh, we played it in 2D. Now we can play it in 3D to see it more into action." Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. So if you heard of Sonic the Hedgehog, where he had Sonic 1, Sonic 2, I'm probably gonna do the same thing. But we're doing from adventure at the moment, so that way I can jump over to the next one. Now, if I made it a like Sonic 1 like that, it'll be Rule the Dog 1, Rule the Dog 2, Rule the Dog 3 like that before we met this new character. So what did I do? I skipped all of that to get to this one. Or not. Maybe this is how it's supposed to be when it starts. Maybe the comic books and all the episodes and all that will probably be the main page of the game. For now, we're in the game, so I have something to tell you guys. I finally made my new mystical, beautiful emerald. But this is a crystal, not an emerald. It is mixed between crystal and emerald, making it much different, and it looks different. It doesn't look like a Chaos Emerald. It doesn't look like the Master Emerald. This is a new power. Now, how does we heard about the Sonic the Hedgehogs where they had the Guardians that formed the Emeralds? Well, this is a new one. We're going to the Castle Ages where there was elven warriors and a soldier that formed together to create the Paradise Chaos Crystal Emerald. Now, how did it all began? Well, when the king took up its final pledge, the king, as a soldier with a sword and shield, fought the most powerful demon that was going to destroy its world and said he was going to rip the world in two a, and tried to conquer the world. The soldier that was a king formed its legions, destroying this demon and bring it and return it back to which it came or destroy completely, just kill it. The soldier formed an emerald and turned himself into an emerald. How? Well, he gave up all his powers to a most powerful sorceress, and he said, "I will help you destroy the demon if you pledge your team together to form a most powerful crystal, and I will use your power to wipe them all out, wipe him out completely." So what happened was the four Legion soldiers pledged their swords together. He pulled out his sword and stretched it out, and the Elven warrior that had a crossbow pledged his stretched out his bow towards the sword, and there was another guy that was a bomber. He a mechanic guy with a machine stretched out his machine hand towards the sword and crossbow, and that's one, two, three. Another one with a bow and arrow stretched his bow and arrow towards the sword, sword, crossbow, and what's the other one? Crossbow. One, two, three. The crossbow, the sword, and oh yeah, I guess he's the third one. He stretched out his bow and arrow towards the sword and crossbow, so that was three. Then another oh yeah, and the mechanic, that's four. The with the machine hand stretched formed together, and then came the next one called the bomber, stretched out his bomb towards the two three towards the one two three four, and the fifth. I think he was the fifth. I think I missed this. See the crossbow, the sword, the bow and arrow and the machine, and he was the what was the other one called? The bomber. So the bomber was the bomb. He put out his bomb towards the four, so he became the fifth, and then it came the sixth. Was the magic person, the summoner, the summoner that summons animals. She pledged she brung her animal towards the five team, and they both came together. Five came together. Now came the sixth that came together, and then came the seventh that was a psychic that knew how to levitate and throw things around. She was called the psychic. She came forth and pledged her powers towards the sixth player, and he came the seventh. And the last one was I think it was the mage, um the dark mage. The dark mage was the purple. So the dark mage came together and formed the eighth, and all of the greatest soldiers. No, I forgot the. Well, he uses swords, axe, and all that. So yeah. The bomber also carries an axe. So yeah. So they all came together. Even a dwarf. The dwarf was the bomber, I think. Yeah, the bomber was the dwarf with the axe. They all came together and formed this one. They formed together the master of the Paradise Crystal Emerald. And also, all of these were also appeared once they were all formed. He grabbed the crystal and struck the monster, the demon, down with the most powerful grain. He turned himself into a most powerful energy source that maybe he was super. Who knows? He harnessed the power of the Paradise Chaos Crystal Emerald, and he wiped the creature out with the most powerful things. What formed all the soldiers. So these are all the soldiers. The red one is the bomber. The light green one is probably the crossbow. The dark green one is the bow and arrow. No, the dark green is the sword guy, the sword and shield like Zelda. The purple one is the I think he's the 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 psychic. Yeah, the psychic. The other one is the I forgot this one. The other one was the. Oh, here's another one. This is the dark blue one. The dark blue one was the. I forgot I think it was the crossbow. The light blue one was the. Let's just start over. Um, the yellow one is the sword and shield. The white one is the summoner. The green one is the crossbow. The red one is the bomber, the dwarf. The light green one is the bow and arrow. The the bow no the machine. No, the machine is this one. The bow and arrow is this one. The purple one is the psychic. So I got them all right, right? I missed them all. So let's do this. The bomber, the bow and arrow. No, it could be the machine. This is hard to decide. So I haven't set this up. This is typical. Let's start and make it correctly though. The sword with the light power. This is the sword and shield. The white one is the summoner. The green one the green one is the crossbow. The bomber is the bomber. The green one is the well, we'll just go with this the crossbow. The crossbow. The purple one is the psychic, and the light green one is the light blue one is the machine, and the last one is the psychic. I think I got that right, or I missed it. Um, well, you can figure that out. I think I got that right. Let me see. Let me get this right. If I got this right, I hope I said the sword, the so many warriors. These are all the warriors. All the warriors are in here. Even the machine, the bow, the bomber, the crossbow, the sword and shield, the summoner. Um, from there, I probably tell you from the video, and then we'll get it right because I gotta write it down anyway. and they'll be written down. So yeah, so these are all the legend heroes that gave up their powers and formed the this master of the paradise chaos crystal. Amazing. So what happened to them? The 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 one that the who was he? The one of the guardian guy that decided to tell them you are all now. Well, he told them your guardians. Once you played your powers, you are now its power, and you are the guardians that will use. Will someone will use your powers for good, not for evil. If they did, they would be using their powers for evil, whatever. It's just like them. It's like them. It's like chaos. So if you use their powers, whatever leads you to being bad or good is what you use the power for. So it can become like Metal Sun wants to use its energies to take the enemy down or become super and all that. That's what this power will be like too. So so what happened to all of these crystals? These crystal emeralds have left. The the one that the one that destroyed the demon has taken these greatest power and sealed them away into a place of darkness and stars where they can sleep forever into one put where the crystal can be in peace and protected and in slumber forever until someone uses his power to stop the evil once more. So from that very day, the evil was no longer on the world and it was destroyed until something else came. That's when Zoom decided. That's when Zoom rose and wanted to figure out how to rule the world. So it's happening all over again. So Zoom is like the madman, like Dr. Robotnik. He's just like him. He wants to rule the world. Built his Zoom world, master of Zoom City, and rule it all exactly the same. Yeah, Zoom wants to rule it all. Wants to rule the world for his own purpose and turn the world into his slavery world. His machines rule, make his machines be dominant over the world. That his plans were perfect and what the president said it wasn't. So, so these are the guardians that are inside the crystals. They're probably dead or not dead, or they're just part of emerge. They're probably emerged with the crystals, and now they're just crystals. Whoever uses their powers, if you can get one of these, you will be able to harness their powers. And yes, um, they're very powerful. These are very unlimited powers of these crystals. These have unlimited power. So if you get your hands on one of them, you don't know what power they can. You can call it paradise control or something like that. And because the word here says, um, or you just go crystal emerald control, or you just say crystal chaos control, or chaos crystal control. Either way, it's not. We're not going shadow. We just say chaos crystal. Um, well, just I have to say something different, not the same as shadow. So there has to be a word we can use. Chaos crystal power uh, unite. That'd be good. That'd be good. Chaos crystal unite power. It's when it unite, it means it forms the power, and then the power has been used. Or we have to use that word. We have to use the same word, but it'll be different because there's no other word that we can use, I guess. If it comes to that point, we have to use chaos crystal control. Um, or we just go chaos crystal controller. No, 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 something chaos crystal um used. Or just controlling. Controlling. Okay, that's a good word. It's different. Chaos Crystal controlling. That's a good one. 'Cause that's different between Shadow. So his word is like Chaos Control. We'll use ours, Chaos Crystal controlling. So that means it's controlling the power. That's the same, but it's different. So it won't be the same. So we're gonna call it Chaos Crystal controlling. So that's way different. So everyone, so now you know what happened to the crystal. Will Rule or Brave the baby bunny find this crystal power and use it for good again, or use it to transform into superstar? Who knows what the adventure holds and how to use them. If they don't know how to use the power, it'll take time. Probably another game will they'll be able to harness the power and use it to transform into superstar. Not superstar. It's not superstar. It's just superstar, but he won't look like a star. Just like an ordinary yellow character, but super. Okay. So now you know, and I hope you enjoy this. It took me a while to build this, but yeah, now I got my own power and I got my own rings too. So everything's going good. So this means we need to make a special stage to collect the eight Paradise Chaos crystals, emeralds. We have to figure out how to collect the Paradise Chaos crystal emeralds. Not the master one. It's somewhere out there. It's probably in its own shrine. All right, people. Now you know. Now you know these are warriors that were from the Castle Ages that now they're. So now you know these are all the warriors that fought and tried to stop the evil. So now that's all done. Now you are fully interested, and now you know what this power is for.